Hey y'all, so today I have Quick Style with me. I'm truly honored.
Yay.
Hey
Quick
guys.
style. Hello.
Pleasure. So happy
Thank
to
you
be
for having
here.
us.
But we're missing Bilal though.
Yes, he's
Yes.
here.
Actually, he's here because they're twins. So
Yes.
he's basically representing both of them at the same time.
One person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the difference is he actually talks a lot.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
So he should have been here.
He
Yeah.
should have been here
He actually suits podcasts a lot.
so
Oh,
much.
Yeah.
So
really?
I will do
But
my best.
we will do our best to kind of
Yes.
keep up with that.
Keep up
Yeah.
with it, yeah. That's good. All right, so let's just get straight into it because Nasir was just saying that when people are established, usually you don't know their backstory.
Yes.
So I
true.
think it would be good now that we get to know where you guys are from and your story.
Nice. Let's do it.
Nice.
First of all, how did you all meet? Like, okay, you guys are twins, but how did you get in with them?
We met in school or before school because they transferred from barneskole, like a children's school, to I think it's called high school,
Yeah.
ungdomsskole.
Yeah.
And they had to transfer from another school to my school. So because my school had both, right?
Oh, okay.
And before, I think that summer that they were transferring over to our school, that's when we started meeting each other, like randomly in the playground, on the
yeah.
football field, and we started kind of like getting in touch and becoming friends. And then
Fun facts, we both had like baggy clothes.
yeah,
Oh, like the
Yeah,
hip hop
Like,
style.
yeah,
he
so-
had
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but no one did that.
mm,
So when we came over to his area and we saw him, he had like huge baggy clothes like Eminem
But
t-shirts.
why did they have it in your area? Was it like posh?
Yeah, because no, yeah, kind of. We didn't
Okay.
play at where he used to.
yeah, it was two
okay,
different
okay.
areas.
Yes.
Oh, all right, all
But
right.
they also kind of had the same references growing up in music when it comes to, they were listening a lot to Tupac and Bone Thugs, and they were like into
Yeah.
that, while I was like more on Eminem.
Oh,
So
So
it was
mo-
more like pop.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but while the other boys were playing football, so they were much more like in the sports
yeah.
outfits all the time, And so I think like we connected through fashion back in the
That's
days.
so
We were like
cool.
kids, we were like 12, 13, you know.
Yeah.
So and then after that, they transferred to my school, and then we started hanging out together, and we started to realize we have so much in common, like the taste in music. We were all in love with Michael.
Michael who?
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Jordan. Jordan as well. But we used to spend our breaks in school running, like going to my place, which is like 200 meters away, and then watching MJ's performances and music videos.
That's
that was
so
kind of like
cute.
the spark of inspiration.
Oh,
But we never thought we were going to start dancing. That was like, that came later.
later, yeah.
That's how we kind of like,
My first
Started.
interaction with him was like he literally take his sunglasses like this, and he did this, and like
And then he winked at you. So was it like sunnies or was it reading glasses?
yeah, he used to wear like huge the pilot
I can
Oh,
explain. I can
that's
with like
explain.
so
huge.
cool.
And then the hair was just falling down like this, and he was like super confident,
Yeah.
so confident, like
Oh.
just literally like
Put it down.
But I can explain.
always like gum in his mouth. Like,
Because we're both the youngest in our families. I have an
okay.
older sister and an older brother. They have 5 sisters and 1 older brother. So we're like the youngest. And when you're the youngest, you get so much room to
Oh my
express
God.
and
Oh,
play.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
agree,
Without
yeah.
without
I'm
being
the youngest too. Well, I'm next youngest, but yeah, I
Right,
know what
yeah.
you mean.
So you get that space to just be silly and be a
Yeah.
clown. You know what I mean? And your parents will always love you and let you do whatever you want. So that gives you that space to grow a personality.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
that is very unique, I would say.
Yeah.
And in my neighborhood, I was basically that person who always invited people home.
Literally.
Yeah, and it was like everything
And
was
it was
happening.
huge shocking for us as well because we thought he was just like a Vietnamese guy or something like
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah.
Thai Vietnamese, I didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
And then when I
And then you get to go there, have Thai food, and
Yeah.
it's halal.
yeah, and it's halal and it's Allah on the wall, and I'm like,
Yeah.
your name is Nasir? What's going on? Khan?
Yeah, that was a little bit different back in the days because I grew up with a lot of Pakistanis, Turkish, Somalis, and the community is mostly Islamic.
Yeah.
And so it was like perfect for me as well because I added that Asian spice to it, like
Yeah.
South,
Yeah,
South
yeah.
Asian
No,
spice.
we need it because
That's
there's
true.
not enough Southeast
Exactly.
Southeast
So
Asians here.
so no, but I grew up being a joker around my family and my friends, So they came from like, for me, they were like gangsters, like they would beat up people on a daily basis, and they would just be like, like super scary boys from
Yeah.
another hood.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, when they came to my neighborhood, I was
You have
like,
to befriend
let me
them.
soften them a little bit. That's why I was like playing with them, like doing these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah.
It
So
was
that
too
was
soft.
Cool. Yeah.
But we were like collecting original stuff, like gaming, everything. We paid for it. I mean, I didn't pay for it. My older sisters did.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I was king of fakes.
but he had everything from Thailand, like all these CDs, like over 100 of gaming CDs.
Yeah.
Even the game who doesn't exist in Norway,
He had
Yeah.
them.
he had everything.
I mean, like
But
for
wait,
all
so
of,
would you go all the way to Thai to get it?
yes,
Or would they ship it?
of course. Like, okay, I'm sure that all of the people here who
we
are in
felt
this
like
room,
he just came from the future. Sometimes we were like, "Oh, where did you get this?"
okay,
from?"
maybe I think we're about the same age, and I think like if you're in the 90s, you grew up with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and these games, right?
Yeah.
And growing up, if you're 10, 11, and you're asking your mom to buy a game that's like what 500 kroners,
Yeah, of
you would
course you're
get
not gonna
one
get it.
game a
year.
year,
Yeah,
and you would
yeah.
have to play that game so hard that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I came to Thailand, I met this street vendor that had games, and he was like,
Crazy.
he gave me an album, and he was like, "This is the games that I have." And I was sitting there for hours. I'm like, "What are these games?" It was just like everything,
Yeah.
and it was like
Like-
300 games. And he said, "Yeah, there's like 2 kroners per game."
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, of
You know
course
what I
you
mean?
have to get it.
Of course, and then, but
Yeah.
you have to chip your PlayStation. You have to like mod your PlayStation so it can play
This
downloaded
type of
games.
game.
Ah,
So it
okay.
bypasses basically